colleague, Chris Waldfogel, one of our directors of district and school leadership, to introduce our district champion. Chris.
Good morning. I have the honor and privilege today to highlight the story of one of our district partners in Burkburnett, Texas, who we would like to live up as our 2019 PBL district champion. You might be asking yourself, what does it take to be a PBL district champion? Well, to adequately answer that question, I'm going to ask you to pause for a moment, put on your PBL World Participant hat, and reflect on how hard you have worked this week to design a beautiful project you're going to be proud to facilitate with your students. You've been thinking about the learners you serve, their stories, their strengths, their needs, how to best meet those needs, how to engage their curiosity, entice them with an entry event, secure their investment in a process of inquiry, and provide assessments to ensure that significant learning has occurred. You have worked hard. Am I right? You've worked hard? Well, my friends in Burkburnett, Texas, are making that kind of investment at every level of their system. Whatever their role, their sleeves are rolled up, and they're at the table to ensure that every student experiences at least 3 high-quality projects every year. Every level, from the school board, superintendent, district, school leaders, instructional coaches, teachers, and other important staff members, they are all deeply invested to deliver on this promise to students. So what does that really look like? What does a school board do to support an effort like this? The Burkburnett School Board challenged Superintendent Tyler Chaplin to accomplish 5 goals for the next school year. Common practice, you got your goals. Goal number 1 reads, expand PBL as the instructional model for the district. I know, I love that. Goal 3 reads, develop a learning culture throughout the district, emphasizing the importance of PLCs and PBL implementation. 2 of his 5 goals explicitly name project-based learning as central to the mission. They're doing their part to send a clear message in an educational culture addicted to the next best thing. PBL isn't going away anytime soon in Burkburnett, Texas. How is the superintendent making this a reality? Well, he offers many things, but he also offers his most valuable asset, which is his time. When PBL 101 was first offered to the teachers in Burkburnett, Superintendent Chaplin was sitting right beside them, designing his project to make community-based accountability a reality for their district. And if you want to hear about how that project is doing and progressing, check out their website. You will see his public product on how, and hear about how this project is challenging the status quo on single measured assessments. He's leading this effort in both action and words. So what about the district leaders? Yesterday, Dr. Noguera asked the question, how often do your teachers get to experience the kind of learning you want students to have? I smiled. Well, when the district team in Burke sat down to design learning for their teachers, they thought deeply about what they knew about them, their stories, their strengths, how to best meet their needs, how to engage their curiosity, entice them with an entry event, secure their investment in a process of inquiry, and provide assessments to ensure that significant learning occurred. So last year, they designed a PBL camp, summer camp for their teachers. And this year, it evolved into a 5-star PBL come and get it extravaganza, hence my apron. And when it was time to check for understanding, they held a chopped competition. Take a look.
it to win it. It's already decided.
It's stress-inducing music.
Bring it. Bring it. Ready.
Keep running.
Final product is cool. I just don't know how it's tied to what is on that blue page. They were all cool. Start off with amazing job.
That was a very creative touch. We liked that a lot.
So what's next in Burkburnett, Texas? Coming soon, Chopped for Leaders. Who gets to judge? The students get to judge. PBL is in the fiber of the system at every level. It is their way of doing business. And for the record, they still have 2 teaching positions open. Come on up to the stage, Burkburnett. 2019, yes.
Good morning. We are so excited to be here with you, and we thank PBL Works for this award. We have been in your shoes, and we know how strenuous these 3 days of work are. Am I right, 101ers? It's hard, but it is the best work that you will do for your students. And while we have trained 100% of our staff, we still know that there is work to do and support to provide to ensure that our students have gold standard experiences.
Yay. And so when she said it's hard, the work is hard, a year ago, we were visiting with some teachers who, some of them said, you know, PBL doesn't fit my content, or PBL won't work for my students because they're way too young. And we just said, just try it. We'll support you. And we did the best we could to support them, and they tried it. So fast forward, just a couple of weeks ago, I was visiting and working with those very same teachers, and I didn't hear that message of my kids can't do it because it doesn't fit the content. Instead, what I heard was the compassion that they now have for student learning. The compassion they had for the students was already there. But now I hear the compassion for their learning. And so now those very same teachers were saying, help me better my project because I see the good of what PBL does for my students. And so we're going to kick it up a notch, and we're going to keep cooking up great projects and keep supporting. And so we want to say thank you to PBL Works for the entire staff for supporting our district and giving us insight how to do that. How do we support our teachers? And they've given us great insight on that. So thank you, PBL Works.